Well, for my husband, it was just a blessing for him, because during the time when we took our sabbatical, 2012, our children were 10 and 14, and we were going through a lot in our church, transformational period of time, and we needed some time probably away. What it did for him is gave him an opportunity to rest, relax mentally, physically, emotionally. And I said, it almost saved our lives and we didn't even know it, just because we were going through and continue to move forward in just ministry and things. And during that period of time of just ministry through 22 years, not at the same location, not having a break or anything. And my husband had lost his mother, father, and two of his sisters. And so, going through a grieving process, but not really having a chance to really grieve. So that was a lot for him and for us. But what it did for him and us, marriage-wise, is gave us opportunity to just spend some more time, quality time together, to be able to take some time and reflect in areas that we didn't get to during some difficult times, and more time to pray and just enjoy, to relax, and just enjoy each other, and to be able to even with our children. Can I share a little bit with the children too? And so even with our children, my husband realized that he may not have been as engaged with them. He was present, but not fully present. And he realized one time, because we were talking and the children were sharing something, and it were things that he did not know. And there were simple things, but all the rest of us knew. And so he was like, wow, how did I miss that? And then during the sabbatical time, one time when we were on a cruise together with the children, my husband just started laughing. And so they've heard their dad laugh before, but they had not heard him laugh at that level. And they were like, Dad, we never heard you laugh like that. And so he realized, wow, I haven't, and just didn't know that he was missing some time and different things that were so important and meaningful for him and for us as a family. So I really do believe it kind of saved our life, just to be able to pull away and to regroup, and to be able to have that time that my husband could go through a grieving process and just relax. It took him 6 weeks before he even came down off of all of, the mindset and the thinking and all the things that you do before really feeling like, whew. And so it was just, good for us. Well, it was really good for them. One, because they didn't have the pastor to be doing everything in that role of what sometimes traditionally has been in the Black church. And I think, and them actually having to pick up some of those things and begin to move in that way. And so it then allowed them too to see that somebody else valued their pastor at the way that Lily did, to be able to set aside money, and so that they should value him just as well. And so it gave them opportunities to enjoy some of the benefits that Lily had for them for renewal. But then they also reaped the benefit because they knew that they were having a pastor that came back that was refreshed, revived, more energy, focused, and they could just see it. So even though it may have been a little bit like, oh, we've never done this before, but they knew that it was important, and they reaped the benefit of it as well. I would want to encourage pastors and even the pastor's wife. I've heard of some of the pastors who have gone on sabbaticals, but they've left their wives in the process of still going to church. And so, for me, I can't even imagine that, because as pastors' wives, we take on a lot. And I think we probably get hit more than they do, just because we're amongst the people. And so we see differently more than, probably what the pastor sees. And so to have us to be able to pull away is very important. The other thing is that we have our people to trust God, or we ask them to trust God in different areas. But then as pastors, that we won't trust God to be able to know that he can sustain or keep something, his church, and not your church. And so to be able to know too that if something's coming ahead that we may be afraid of, has God not gone before? Is he not God? Has he not already made provision? And so we have to get to a place, that the same place that we encourage everybody else to trust God, that we trust him as well. And it's not our church, it's God's church. And so if God is in control, he's in control of everything. And he has a solution, he has an answer. And I don't think pastors sometimes know how much they really need a break until they take the break. And so to take it, and it's available to you, it's just hard for me to understand. Why would you not? Why would you not take that time to be able to spend with your family, yourself, to renew your mind, your body, your energy, your relationship, your church, all of it? I would just say, do it.